So we are recording the meeting for the purposes of minutes, and also it will appear on YouTube. I think we're done. I think everybody knows this is Terry Clemens, who's senior partner for the firm, who is here for Vicky. So thank you for coming. Okay, so the first item of business is the approval of the minutes. We sent around the copy of the minutes, and the only thing that was not in the minutes was the treasurer's report. So there is a copy of the March treasurer's report in paper copy, and I'll include it in the minutes in the final published copy. But
You need this?
I'll make a motion. Tom, with a second.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, go to the.
All right, I got a little bit better at clicking, so where I just print out the relevant checks instead of the whole register, so you don't have to dig through it. But if anybody wants to print the whole register, so you can see it could last 2-3 months, whatever you need me to do, I'll hit some buttons and see what happens. It's only took about an hour to figure out. So it's sad. By the way, my term is up in 6 months, not that I'm counting. So start thinking.
Well, then you'll be.
Yeah, you're gonna be an expert at that point.
And then we can't let you go then.
Some cost we can't.
All right, so we started with 13,317. We wrote 3 checks for 2186. Our current balance was 11,131.
Any questions on the treasurer report?
Two of them, I didn't get.
Make a motion to.
One was
March. This is March. Did you get March?
March.
Yeah, March. That might have.
No.
All right, so we have a motion and a second to approve the treasurer report. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? Motion carries.
March anyway.
All right, so we're gonna move to the solicitor, Gary.
I think all of you have in front of you a document prepared by Vicky Kushto, who couldn't be here tonight, that sort of gives us the status of where we are on various items, which I don't intend to discuss except for those that require action. So if you go into the second sheet,
We need to authorize.
oh yeah, ask for authorization to send the famous wireless ordinance back to the code group. So that is the first item that requires action. I think everybody's commented on it. You've made suggested revisions, and now we want Cohen to go back and review it, and hopefully we'll be moving forward with getting it adopted.
Need a motion, I'll make that.
Yeah, Tom. Do we have a
I'll second it.
Dennis? All right.
Then the next boldface.
All question, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, thank you.
I'm sorry. Then the next one that requires action is number 7, which is the light industrial overlay district that was proposed by Newtown Township. I gather you've also discussed it. There's been recommendations on it by the Planning Commission. The Bucks County Planning Commission had a review and recommended adoption. So I think right now we just need authorization for it to be advertised in each of the municipalities for consideration for adoption.
There was Jane. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then you've all been diligently pursuing and reviewing the comprehensive plan, and hearings have been scheduled for the comprehensive plan in Wrightstown on May 6th, Upper Makefield Township, May 21st, and Newtown Township, May 22nd. And then the next item that requires action, which is authorization to advertise, is the amendment that clarifies the definitions. And that was proposed by this committee and Bucks County Planning Commission. It's been reviewed by the Bucks County Planning Commission. We received a review, I think, yesterday, and they recommended adoption. And so what we need is authorization to advertise.
Do you have a motion?
So moved.
Dennis?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then the next item is item 10, that deals with the RI and the RIA in, which primarily applies to Wrightstown Township. The impervious surface ratio was listed erroneously. I think it was 0.5% instead of 5%. It's been reviewed. It was sent to the Bucks County Planning Commission, April 17. We got a review back this week, recommending adoption. Now we need authorization to advertise.
All right, do we have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second. Was this circulated under another name?
This was,
Impervious surface or impervious. surface.
yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the way I remembered it. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was on the chart. It was wrong.
All right, so we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right. Anything else, Terry, you want to cover?
There's nothing that I have, unless the questions.
So, and maybe we should talk about this now, is that we've got a number of ordinances that were advertised already and are getting ready to be adopted. We authorized another group to go forward. So we're almost getting to a point where we're getting caught up on a lot of the workload. So I'm not certain how many meetings we're going to need to have, as we go into, June, July, August, if any. The only thing I'd like to find out is what is the consensus about authorizing our solicitor to be able to move forward with some of these, the back end stuff of, getting things advertised or moving through the system if there's consensus on items in the townships. Or we could have a meeting, that's the other. Or we can do it by, or we can email, that's the other possibility.
So if I think I understand where you're going, if we have items that we've got consensus with everyone on, and there is generally speaking, no points of discussion,
Correct.
then I don't see any problem with, moving
So
forward.
Chester, you're speaking of items like the EV charging stations that are circulating for review. You may have reviews.
Yeah.
Sufficient to go ahead and advertise.
Well, I know there's going to be some Wrightstown comments that are probably going to have to go back to Newtown and Upper Maple.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna want to look at, but I'd like to make sure that we don't have to wait for a meeting to authorize you or Vicky to send them out and keep moving things forward. And so,
So to have a meeting just to authorize sending something out, I think if that's the only item, is probably not necessary, but certainly we can't adopt anything.
correct. Is that the general consensus?
I'll say.
So Tom, you want to make that a motion? So
I'll make that motion.
okay,
Let's-
all right.
What do we do about treasurer stuff? Does that need board approval, or can that be done by email, or can you and me do it, or?
We have generally allowed bills to be paid outside of meeting. The routine bills. So, the solicitor, the planning commission, those kinds of things. And those are really the only kind of bills that we have.
Right.
So there, that's already, there's also, there actually is a pre-approved motion on that to do that. So I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
And think about the time you're getting back to learn quicken more. Depends on the meetings.
You won't get paid for not being here, but
Not gonna raise?
So, okay, so we have a motion from Tom, second by Ben. So I'm going to call the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries, so that's good. So this means good things move forward on that. Okay, so, move on to the plan. You know, that's doing anything?
Well, yeah, so it's the hearings, sounds like they've been scheduled. We're happy to attend. I am available on this coming Monday to attend Newtown's meeting. I'll give like a short kind of 10 or, probably 10-minute presentation.
Okay.
If that's
Yes.
okay, yeah. And then I assume we'll do the same with the other two municipalities.
Sounds good.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
So I have a conflict on Monday with another meeting, but, I won't be at Wrightstown, but I guess we'll land with 10 the others if you're.
Yeah, I'm available to do it. In terms of the content for the presentation, you're just kind of looking for an overview of the plan, super broad brush strokes. Maybe a bit about the process, how we arrived at this point.
Very high level. I mean, the plan basically is available for folks that, want to read it. I don't know that anybody has requested, I don't know that anybody came to Wrightstown at least to look at it. And I guess it is available on the website, isn't it? It's a good question. It should be on the township website.
So I think the public presentation to each township is very important to explain the process, right? So I think the community needs to hear that there's a stunning amount of meetings and committees and input and all that.
Do they have to use that edit?
Good.
Sounding outstanding.
We started it 4 years ago. Whatever.
Kind of a running joke on our board. How many times we've looked at it.
Sounds good.
Maybe if there's any new initiatives that is in the comp plan, which I'm wondering, like, we did the appendices a little differently.
Okay. You mean like from the last time it was updated?
Yeah,
Okay,
might just mention that.
sure.
New business, the other thing I just wanted to call to everybody's attention is that our joint zoning ordinance that's on the web they kind of redesigned the front end of it to make it more user friendly. So if you haven't had a chance to go and look at it, feel free to go do that. It's functionality hasn't changed anything, but it's just a little bit different feel when you go to the ordinance. So if you haven't seen it, please take a look at it. All right, privilege of the floor. Yeah.
I talked. How's our cover coming for the comprehensive plan?
I haven't got a chance to do the revision yet, but it's on my list, I promise. I just haven't gotten to it yet. It'll get done.
Oh, I'm sure it'll get done.
Something either.
Well, I want to see it again, and comment on it again.
We'll see. Well, certainly by the time it comes around to I'll have something on Monday to show Wrightstown and then similarly.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Can you
Oh, and
no, but can't you kind of send it out to all of us?
yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
You want me to send it to yeah, I can just send it to
We're gonna make John happy.
okay.
Just go directly to all of us. Don't come through me. Just
Okay.
And then I'll make my comments to everybody.
Look 4 years.
Well, no, but what we
Just make it white, like the White Album.
want at least the bridge, come on.
Speaking of which, all of us up at Mayfield want to thank you guys for your support. Newtown Wrightstown, it means a great deal to us. All the supervisors have been to the bridge meetings. We are giving them help. There's been 35 residents there. The supervisors online are actually at the meetings. So we are putting a lot of heat on them. And that's what's going to be necessary to stop this month's velocity.
And the next meeting is May 20th,
Yeah.
so if you can put it on your website and help us get some people out, that'd be great.
Where is that going to be?
It's going to be, the Bridge Commission building is is right at the intersection of Woodside and Taylorsville.
By the bridge?
Oh, that new building. The parking lot, remember the parking lot?
It's a really nice building, you know, all your old ones. It's
Great HVAC.
10:30.
10:30.
Yeah.
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 You guys, anybody can come, the more the merrier.
But if you want to talk, be prepared, they're gonna take your name
Yeah,
when you walk in. And if you don't give them your name, then you can't talk, so.
and they limit you to 3 minutes.
And you can't.
2 minutes
can't
connect.
Yeah.
Have there been
I do
people
like 3 minutes.
from New Jersey?
There, I think there were some New Jersey people.
Oh, online, on
Yeah.
Zoom, the lady from Hopewell, I
There was-
think she's at the township.
Hopewell, New Hope, and
Yeah, New
Lower.
Hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, you know, New Hope, I mean, Hopewell sent a resolution too. They're
Okay.
opposed to it, so it's, we'll see.
Is it at 10:30?
10:30.
10:30.
Half hour. It's actually the best time for,
Even though it's been asked to have meetings at night. Yeah,
for working.
this is so inconvenient. Please have your meetings.
Yeah, we want to be angry.
All day long.
Are the bridge commission people paid positions? Like, are they like real jobs? Or are they more ceremonial with just a stipend?
My guess is they're political fundraisers. Call me crazy, but I don't know. I don't think they get paid. They weren't put in that position for their knowledge of bridges, I can tell you.
Gotcha.
It's a good question. I don't know if they get paid or not. They're pissed. 'cause
You know what else you want to say? If you're gonna hand out a paper, don't hand it out. That's part of your 3 minutes. So if you start handing out papers and it takes you a
The
longer
clock
time,
starts.
you don't even get to read the whole paper. So if you're thinking about doing that, right? Because that gentleman didn't get a chance. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna run out of time anyway.
Well, okay, but they're saying, you
They have
gotta know the rules. You gotta know the rules when you go in. Because if you don't follow them,
Yes.
Well, they changed the rules.
Yeah.
That was not the rule. before.
They changed the rule.
So the rule- that was the new rule when we came in.
It's gonna be like 1 minute next.
Sounds good.
So anyway.
Anything else? All right, so our next meeting might be June the 6th. Then again, it might not. But just keep it on your schedule just in case. If we don't need it, we'll cancel it and then try to cancel things for the summer. Because things are like if we get back the wireless ordinance, we'll probably want to have some discussion on that after, but I'm not sure what that.
the electronic vehicle charging isn't back yet either, is it?
No, it's Wrightstown had some changes that it would proposed, and then so we're going to officially vote on that Monday. So let it go back to the commissioner.
I think ours is on our agenda for next month.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's just
So-
one coming up.
It's on our agenda for Wednesday. Consider an advertisement and recommending adoption of EV charging station and definition. Is that, are we ahead of ourselves?
Well, no, not really. It just means that if you're fine with the version that you're reading, but you're going to probably see another version.
So I think we all have it on our agendas for review and we'll all probably have comments and then we'll have to recirculate it. So you should have it and you should provide your comments.
Okay. We'll talk to the manager tomorrow.
All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Tom, do we have a second?
Second.
Jane, all in favor? Aye, motion carries. Have a great evening.